so wrong. That was what I needed to increase is the length of my gate shield diffuser. Oh, that was so awful. Okay, alright. Is there anybody in this hex? Nobody in that hex. Nobody in that hex. They're just trying to maintain that everybody's in the center of the map. I don't fucking like that. So I'm going to screw with that assumption. Let's see. Let's see how we can fuck with people in this. That's the spirit. We're going to put the Sunday in a place where it don't belong. And that's right on the top of Howling, right there. We'll put the Sunday right there because there's nobody in the hex and they will not fucking know where it is. And that's the best place to put a Sunday, is where they don't fucking know where it is. Okay, and I think I've got. I need to buy some more Sundays, so I think I've got green to do this. Yeah, I got enough. I've got 3 heavies. I'm gonna buy a couple more. One, and then I got plenty of the little ones. I use the lights as a distraction now. I don't use them to get across the map. I use them to scare the fuck out of enemy, because then they see all these lights all over the map, and they're thinking my guys are going to go around shooting those things, and they're not going to go after enemy, or they're thinking there's no fucking way I'm spawning a tank, because there's no telling how many of those guys out there are going to use flashes to beat up my tank, or even javelins for that matter. You know, I'm toast is what goes through their mind. It's a good way of distracting them so that your guys can triumph. It shakes things up, and it's a Batman original. Nobody did this first. I did it first because I've never seen anybody do this before. Only guys like me think like this, you know. And I always talk to people about strategy. And they poo-poo me until I do shit like this, and then they're like, "Fuck," you know. Who thinks of this shit? Only I. You know. You have to be concerned about distracting, about intimidating. There's all sorts of various levels that they can't even raise stats on that will change the whole game. And it isn't individuals with fantastic shooting records. Everybody knows I shoot terribly, but at everything else I kick ass. And I know I do. And there's not a damn word they can say to counter that. I mean, it's the novices that will say, "Well, you don't shoot as well as I do." And I said, "Well, you don't understand how I fuck with people." That's the thing. They don't understand how I fuck with people. And that's my strong case is fucking people up. And so it's my strong suit. Okay, we're going to increase we're going to install light air, because then I'm going to go. I don't know why I need to do that. You know, I could just as well use a javelin to get up there. Nah, it's simpler, and it's quiet, and nobody knows you're doing it, and well, actually they do, but they don't. It's kind of like, it's some Valkyrie going across the sky. Big deal. Big hoop to do. The thing I do like about the Valks is that when you drop straight down. I'm used to dropping in from an ESF with a safe fall 5. Nobody does it. Only I do that, but I have to come in from a... See, now I can get it. I have to be precise about where it lands. I don't care what... I actually would prefer the Valk disappear, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna dig them out, and I'm gonna make sure this guy goes off the cliff. Because I don't want any remains. The thing's got to self-destruct. And he didn't. Oh well. It doesn't matter. They won't see it. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Come on. It doesn't matter. War assets, heavy. Drop it. Busy. And why don't we one of my big deals is you don't want them to know exactly where you're coming from. So you put the Sunny on the edge of the cliff, like right here somewhere, and it forces all the men to come around the side. That way, they can't really track. They can't really figure out what end of where they'll think you're in the center of the rock, but your guys have to come around the rock, and then they have a choice of splaying out from that point. So they don't come straight from the point; they come straight from a round issue of the rock. It would have been better if I put it on the level above that, because then they'd have to go through 2 levels, and that would give them a choice of where they wanted to go. But in this case, they're going to splay out from it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use light assault, and have to look at the map to see what our success of getting it. So it shouldn't be all that hard to get down there. And I mean, I've got my safe fall get up on, and actually it would be better if I didn't have the infravision. I'll just drop the infravision. I also need to join a social group, so I'll drop the infravision. I'm gonna go for Sensor Shield 5. That's something I just got last night for my I've got everything on my other characters, but this guy, he desperately needs this. And so, oh, somebody's taking it. So since they're taking that, I'm going to go for I'm going to do my light assault. I'm going to do the light assault. With, okay, infravision. I don't need it. Yeah, we'll need infravision for this guy, and I'm going to use... Oh, you know, I can't use it. I can't use them because I'm not light as... I can't use faction pads for one, and I can't use actually the pads that are on the main thing are not faction pads. They're white pads, and I can use the regular guy for that. We'll just try that, and I'll do infravision with a Sensor Shield 5 on it. And we'll do that. But I can't use the faction pads. Even if my faction owned it, I couldn't use it. That's one of the reasons why I don't like playing the NS characters, is because you can't use faction pads. And so, let's see what his success. He got it, and so now I need to take the other flags. So the idea here is that I would come down. I'm going to check to see if I can use it all. No. Yeah, that sucks. Oh well. At least I know. No. And that isn't even a faction pad. That's the thing that's really stupid about it. It's just a pad. So I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna go down at C. I'm gonna take C. Now the thing to do here is take the generators. Take one flag, then take the generators, and then you put mines all over the map and do all that stuff. And they can't take any other flags in Mao, but they aren't looking at the base to see if only one tap flag's being taken, so they're completely not aware that you're doing all this shit inside the hex. and that's what I do. I set it up. I first hold one flag, then I go and I booby trap everything, and then I take the rest of the flags. If it's only me, and now it's both of us, it's probably not going to go as well because you're not really controlling the flags correctly or adequately, and you will notice that I'm probably going for the generators. If he starts going for flags, then I'm going to have to start doing something different. I'm probably not going to go for flags. I'll let him go for flags because you want it to go slow in the beginning, because if it goes fast, then we'll have the whole faction out here. You want the enemy. You want it to go under the radar. You don't want the enemy to be cognizant that their bases are being taken over on the flank, because then we'll have the whole faction out here. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but you want to catch them by surprise. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to redeploy as an NG, and I'm going to start booby trapping shit. So I go up here, get my NG, and we're going to do first tank mines. And he's got a safe fall 500 or safe fall 5. Well, it's not safe fall 5, it's safe fall 4. But that's okay. And I just need to come down the edge. And notice they're still not here, and that's because I only took one flag. Let's see. Now this guy's probably wondering why I'm not taking more flags, and that's the reason why. But they're starting to take flags. Notice they just drop in like crazy. They're shooting for a super take. I'm going to throw some mines out here on the so that when they start bringing in vehicles, they can't do. I mean, they're so I'm going to put some there. I need to get all my mines. I don't have them all. And you can't. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to drop one there and put one right here somewhere down here, there, and another one here. And this is just to distract the crap out of it. And I mean, they'll be trying to shoot these things rather than actually trying to do the. Okay. Come on, let me drop one. Where can I drop one? Where are these things going to let me drop? It sucks. Okay, let me do it again. Maybe it was just giving me. This sucks. It's not working. Okay. I will put down a Spitfire. Let's put him down here. Give him a little element of surprise, and then I'm gonna go back to my Sunday, get my other NG, and yeah, I'm gonna get a different NG this time. Fuse. Okay. At some point, I'm gonna buy my my orbitals. I need some Cynthium for the orbitals. I could probably get that. I think Howling Pass, is it Cynthium or is it 25 green? It's 25 green, okay. No. I won't get Howling Pass, it'll be these guys who get that. And wait. Okay. So now I gotta put some hello. Ah, don't run me over, don't run me over. I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for not running me over. Okay. So, you don't want to get run over by Cindy who's going crazy. So go over here, put one there. They'll probably go for B first. So you don't want to, oh, I shouldn't put all my eggs in one basket. What would be a place they would spend most of their time trying to go through? Oh, well, they're obviously going to be in the flag room, and so maybe put one in a place where all the light assaults like to hide. Right there, somewhere. Can't do it. Oh well. Yeah, let's get ready for the next flag. I don't think they're gonna get here. I think they're gonna be dumbfounded by the fact that we've already got this flag, and so then we need to get to NS materials and prepare that one. I'm going to try to play this nicely because it's just a flank. It isn't the whole map that we're dealing with. So I'm not going to do my light assault business. I'm going to try to do it clean. I mean, I'll do ambush or jump jet, but I won't be using the slingshotting bit. I only use slingshot whenever the odds are not in our favor, and it's somebody like TR that's just taking shit over like super quick, and so to make up for that unfairness, I use slingshotting. And with slingshotting, I effectively become 10 people, and that they have to deal with 10 extra people they have to deal with. And these 10 extra people think really well about how to do shit. This is what everybody should do but doesn't do, and that is start the next take. They're always like, okay, we got that one, now we can get our vehicles, go to the next one. That's not how you take flags. How you take flags is you have the next flag being you take the next flag the minute you get the other one, because if you don't, then the faction comes down and beats up on you. You've got to be ahead of them by a flag, so that when you get the take, they can't. So they're going to do that right now, and I need to join. I should have joined a social group so that I could have gotten my spawn beacon, but I didn't do that, which is not a good idea. The reason why there's a blue there is because a flame flew overhead, and I assume if I get this capture, then their faction can't get the flags, and then they're going to have to go back. They're going to have to retreat. There we go. Yeah, we got it, and when they're taking this one, as we're taking this one, I will help them a little bit up here. Then I'll do the same thing again for the next base. Because and you've got to be ahead of the game, because if you delay, I mean, if there's any delay between takes, then they'll have a leg up on you, and you'll be there forever. You got to surprise them. You got to show that they don't know the whole story. Now, I don't usually do this with my Sunday, but he's probably got a DSS. That's a DSS. That's good. Okay, I'm going to put out my NG again. Throw some lines up. Put them in front of the tank. And you don't want them to get out of their base with any kind of vehicles, because that'll jeopardize the chance that your vehicles can stay. And I like the fact that people don't like NS characters. They don't like to be NS characters, which if I can leverage the NSS, then there won't be any problem with it. I've got this bad feeling that they didn't. The thing with Spitfires is you have to consider what success they will have in killing the Spitfire once they find it. So I need to put the Spitfire like somewhere down here. So they're not going to find this until they're like right at the terminal. And oh, see, I can put it there. I guess it doesn't let you do shit like that. Just have to wait until the Spitfire revives. Oh man, they're gonna have it so well done. I have to go this Sunday and I have to prepare for the next flight. They're gonna be spot on. I'll put the Spitfire in here. I'll put it like I'll get a caliper out and I'll climb this thing and I'll put the Spitfire on top if I can. I can't even get rid of my fourth caliper for some reason. They won't let me do that. Okay, I'm gonna go to one of the Sundays and get my ambusher jump jet back. So I'm gonna get an ambusher jump jet back, light assault. You know, having something that's like a podcast, it just makes playing the game a little more exciting, especially whenever you're doing it by yourself, because then you're not like bored with yourself. I mean, you're and it teaches people strategy. That's, you know, and I'm all for that, you know, because I mean, who hates losing? I mean, who likes losing? Everybody hates losing. So wouldn't you rather like to figure out how to do it better? And that's what I'm saying. You always want to do it better. And I mean, if you don't, then it's just about you. And after you've done stuff for yourself enough, you come to the realization that it's not as much fun unless everybody is having fun. And you want everybody to have fun, then you're like, oh, well, it's not about me, it's about them. And we need to all be doing well, and then me on top of that. So it's kind of like I'm augmenting them, and that's the point. That's the key. I'm the person that's adding value here. It's not about me, it's about adding value. So we're accelerating this take. It's just going really well because their whole faction's at the center of the map. And take notice. That's how fast we're going. Okay, now they're starting to take notice because, is he going to... oh yeah, he did. He's smart. Us in this, guys, we're smart. We've done this a billion times before. He's taken the gen. That's the SCU. If that blows and they can't spawn here, it's actually preferable that I never eat. And he went for that first. I should have never gone for the flag. I should have let him do the SCU, then we do the flag. But since we're doing a fast take, it's not going to go not as nicely. And what I might do here is I might drop an anvil. We're doing so well, I'm not going to be that concerned about it. But if the faction starts really beating up on us, I might drop an anvil over at Rashid Cavern, and I might do the full light assault. I know I said I wouldn't do the full slingshot light assault, but okay, this is a clip. Let's stop it there.